Actually, I can see everything. I forgot that I can see your wheels.
It's kind of wild. You can see out the bottom, and you'd use that a lot, actually, dude. The suspension travel drops out so much in the front. And with mine, having that big flat hood, it's like a long-nosed Peterbilt. You know, like you can't see nothing. In my turns, I'm mostly driving through the floorboard. Yeah. This thing's like honestly a lifesaver. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of times we'll be going to go to a stadium where the crew guys can't get directly behind us to back us in through the radio communication. So I just use this backup camera and just whip it in there and go for it. It's like honestly the best, cheapest thing on the truck. Huh? Yeah, dude.
Like anyway,
yeah, everybody's like, you got a backup camera? I'm like, yeah, you definitely should.
Sweet technology.
Yeah. But so I'm gonna get you strapped into this thing, but I want to show you real quick. This is our Hans.
Let me just show again how. You can see everything.
Yeah, all 100% Lexan front firewall.
So where I'm sitting, I can see everything. It's all Lexan. I can see both wheels. This is something that guys in any kind of racing want to see anyway, so you can get as close to the apex as you want. You know exactly where you're at.
Yeah, no doubt.
But for you, obviously the most important because you can't see over this hood. Which right now it looks like I'm sitting on the lift, which is strange.
Yeah.
But the Hans now.
Yeah, so the Hans, I wanted to show you like a funny little thing. So we get custom-made straps for ours, a custom length, because unlike anybody else in the world, we want our Hans to be, our helmet to be as tight as possible to our Hans. We don't want any movement whatsoever. It's jarring and it keeps you from being able to be focused on what's going on. And most of the time, every time you jump, when you're landing, you're probably either bouncing back up onto two wheels or you're hitting another jump or something crazy is going on and you got to turn. So you can't be unfocused for a split second.
Right.
But when you drive like a man, you shred the grip on your Hans. And this is like, seriously, this is brand new grip this year, and I've only done like 4 shows this year. So yeah, if you're not shredding your grip on your rubberized grip tape on your Hans, you're not driving hard enough.
Well, then I need to start driving harder.
Definitely.
Actually, I hope that never happens in my car.
It's gnarly. It's not.
Then I need to set up the car differently.
It's definitely not the funnest thing when it happens, but it's like a bragging right, you know?
Yeah, so you guys are coming down hard. But, I mean, if you had an extra length here, that's enough to just snap
just
your
that
head.
little bit of pop is like all, like, you wouldn't believe.
See stars.
Even with our neck and our head and shoulder restraints on the seat, if they're not tight to you, it's like, it's bad, especially your helmet. You want your helmet to actually squeeze back into the head restraints, because if not, it just like doorbells you, you know?
Yeah,
it
you
like
just rocking back and
unfocuses
forth.
you, and it's like, you know, just getting hit back and forth between 2 paddles. So it's rough, but let's slide that thing on, let's get you belted in. I'm gonna like, seriously probably make you uncomfortable.
Let's do this, let's make me uncomfortable.
All right, so yeah, buckle your lap belts, then bring over your shoulders. And because we do the Hans device, we run a 2-inch to a 3-inch. I like to run a 3-inch base on the belt to be able to grab it better.
Yeah.
So now this is where the really tricky part comes in. So you don't click those in yet.
Okay.
You're gonna take your 7 points, you're gonna run it through this ring,
and then
loop it over, and then this belt is gonna click through that into there.
Loop it like this?
Yep, right in there. Yep, now click it in. Now you don't go all the way over, just a little bit. Just like that. Now do the other side the same way. And this thing's it's still not gonna totally show you like how tight it gets, because it's not really, you know, the right lengths and everything for you.
Just like that then.
Yep, and now click it in. All right, now tighten up your top belts. All right, now ratchet yourself down until you feel like you're tight enough with these ratchets on the side. You might have to click over that ratchet.
Kind of a cool system.
Yeah, man.
It's really satisfying. I want to do this in my car.
Yeah, Simpson made these belts strictly for monster trucks, dude, but they'll sell them to you. Now retighten your top belts and everything. Like, you're gonna have to get like, I tighten down until I seriously cannot pull it any tighter. Ratchets, top belts, everything, like as tight as I possibly can.
Straighten out my back, that's why.
How's it feel? Let me see.
Pretty tight.
You're getting there. I mean, that'd be good for like racing.
For racing?
Yeah, probably racing. Yeah. So you got like basically like I hear you're a touch short on breath, you're getting there. Like when you start, you're gonna be short on breath. You're like you can feel the pulse in your legs, where it's like starting to cut circulation. But seriously, dude, if I don't get that tight,
how long do you have to sit like that then?
My belt up procedure probably takes me like 10 minutes to do that. So like honestly, the last like probably 2 minutes is when I'm the tightest possible. So like, and like really the best thing is when a truck in front of me that's freestyle in front of me goes and is absolutely going crazy. Because the crazier they go, the more it amps me, and the more tighter I get. So then it's like game on. Yeah. So
the tighter you're strapped in, the harder you're gonna go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You feel the pulse.
Yeah, man. If you're like the tighter you can get, the better. And there's like a certain way. If you don't tighten your top belts a little bit snugger than your bottom belts at first, and then drag yourself down with the bottom belts, it won't hook the Hans just right.
Right.
Like it just doesn't set right on it.
Right. Just because even if you sit in there wrong, you gotta push it back and wiggle it a little bit.
Yeah, you got to get it just right. And it's like I said, if you don't like tighten it down in the right order, it just doesn't do it right. You know? And you know it for sure.
Even after me being in here for just the little time I am, I could tighten it down a little more.
Yeah.
Just because my body started to settle.
Yeah, you settle, the seat settles, everything, and you just keep cranking down.
Now, is there any position that you had to figure out with the seat that changes your back and how everything hits? Like
yes and no. We did a little bit of that, but the biggest thing was going from like a suspension style seat, which sounds like it would be amazing, to this aluminum style seat. That saved our lives, dude. That went from, suspension style seat, when you jump and land, it compresses and your belts loosen, and you like a Hans doesn't even operate. So those were bad, and then also the frame, like we were compressing so bad back in the day, which this was still in 2000s.
Pop you out and rip you back.
Yeah, it would actually. We were breaking the bands in the seats, and we were also getting down to where our bodies were hitting the framework of the seat. Like my dad broke his shoulder because it tail slapped so hard, it shoved him back in the seat so hard, his like shoulder blade hit the framework of the seat. When like a suspension style one. So there's the aluminum ones. Like it took us a long time to get my dad talked into it, but as soon as he did it, he was like, "Oh my God. This is amazing."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been the best thing. That's probably been still to date, probably the best innovation for us.